わかった。最後に一つだけ質問したい。
Alright guys, welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. And my message for the day is get hydrated. Drink right now. Stop whatever you're doing. Stop listening to me. Go drink some water or anything. Just don't drink the bad stuff, alright? Drink water, that's preferable. Because I'm hella thirsty. I've been thirsty all friggin' day. And my lips are hella dry. So yeah, I've been licking my lips the entire day because they've been hella dry and I'm thirsty. So yes, get hydrated. That's good. That's my message for the day. Hydration is good. You know what I mean? You can almost never drink too much. I mean, you can actually drink too much. That is a thing, right? It's actually bad for you. But I mean, you're most likely not drinking too much. You're most likely drinking too little. Advice from Amin: drink more. In fact, if anyone is listening, ever at any point, go drink. Right now, why not? Just drink a cup. Well, what could you? If you're not thirsty, why not? What's 1 cup of water gonna do? You know what I mean? Exactly. Yeah, all right. You can eat too much. That's a problem. You can do that, but you can't drink too much. There you go. Okay. So last time we had Jessica tell her ghost story of the VIP room, of how there's a weird ghost that appeared at 2 a.m. and spooked her. Someone gave her a phone call, someone took the doll and whooshed out of there. And 3 people would have been necessary to make the whole plan work. Jessica kind of forgot it after a while, and now Will's gonna ask one last question. So let's keep reading and find out what the question is. About the VIP room?
違う。食堂でのことだ。
No, about the dining hall. Oh, yep, it's about the seats. It's about the seat arrangement.
食堂？
お前の階段の直前の親族会議の日、食堂には親族全員が揃った。
All the relatives were gathered in the dining hall, right? Mm-hmm. It's about the seat arrangement.
Oh.
I know that's what Will is going to refer to. Because he had a whole reaction to Muddy sitting right next to Rosa, so it's gotta be that.
当時はまだバトラーは戻ってなかったけど。
Butler, come back, okay? Okay.
それ以外は全員いたよ。
Okay.
もちろん、じい様は除くぜ。
Everyone except grandfather, of course, okay?
演者は腹痛で空席だったな。
Kitty was gone too.
それはお前の隣の席だな。
Let's see, it would have gone Jessica, then Jessica. Wait, really? Jessica, George, Angie? Or is it Jessica, Battler, Angie? But then where does George come in? Does George come in first because he's the oldest male? Or at least oldest? Because I mean, if they differ between male or female, then Battler will come before Jessica. So would it really go George, Jessica, Battler, Angie? And then Maria? No, because Maria will be older than Angie, so that doesn't make sense. I wonder.
そうだぜ。
Why would Angie be sitting next to Jessica? Oh man, the seatings have confused me because I haven't read about the seating ranking system since episode 1 or 2 or whatever when they first mentioned it. So I don't actually remember how it went exactly.
それはお前の右の席だったか。
そうだぜ。右の席だよ。
The seat to Jessica's right was Angie. So I wonder how the seating order went. So the one sitting in front of Jessica, would that have been George? And the one sitting in front of Jessica to the right, would that have been Battler?
それが何か？あれ？おかしいな。どうして右？
Why are you confused? Why are you confused that it's to the right?
十分だ。無理に考えるな。普通になる。
Try to think, you'll get a headache. Don't think too much. She sits there, right? Don't think about it that much.
どうしたんだい、ジェシカ？何を悩んでるんだい？
Why the confused look?
いや、右、左。
Jessica's confused.
おかしなジェシカ。どうビル？ ジョージ兄さんやジェシカに何か聞けました？
Oh, plenty.
まずだ。ベアトリーチェの階段はなかなか面白かった。
階段？どんな話ですか？
What are you talking about?
午前2時の貴賓室にベアトリーチェの亡霊が現れるという話だ。なかなかおっかない話だったぞ。
Pretty scary story.
初耳です。誰が言い出した話か知りませんけど、仮にも当主様の恩人を階段にしてしまうなんて失礼な話ですね。
You think that would be rude? I mean, okay.
模範回答だな。
A model answer?
何か？
What?
リオンは碑文はわかるか？
Oh.
碑文？何の話です？
What epitaph? What are you Okay, Leon. That's enough to get a headache? Is that it?
ベアトリーチェの肖像画のところにある
Sure.
例の碑文だ。
Surely you know about it, Leon.
すみません。何のことかさっぱり。
Okay. Okay, does she know what Beatrice's portrait is to begin with then?
懐かしき故郷を貫く鮎の
何ですか？それは。
Just what are you talking about? Okay.
お前のいやこの世界には肖像画はあるのに碑文はねえのか？
The portrait exists but not the epitaph? So the epitaph came as a result of Sile's existence and not out of Leon's existence?
玄関ホールに掲げられてるベアトリーチェの大きな肖像画は私だってもちろん知っています。
But of no such epitaph.
しかし碑文の話はわかりません。何の話です？
So you're telling me the epitaph was written because Nazis threw the baby? Nazis threw the baby, and that's part of the cause of it? Kinzo learned that his daughter's daughter died, and so he made the epitaph for her? Wait a minute, I don't get it. Surely Kinzo wrote the epitaph, right? So that must have come as a result of... Is Kinzo aware of Sayo? That's a good question. Does Kinzo know who Sayo is? I mean, obviously he knows he has a daughter. And he knows that that daughter, I mean the daughter of his daughter, his daughter's daughter, he knows that that's Leon. But does he know that Shannon and Kanon is his daughter? Or his daughter? That's a good question. I don't know. Because presumably, Nazi threw the baby off the cliff. And presumably then the baby died. Is that what Kinzo's thinking? Or does Kinzo... Because I'm thinking, that baby survived. And that baby that survived ended up being Sayo. Because Nazi didn't love that baby. But the baby that wasn't thrown off the cliff ended up being Leon, right? That's the way my reasoning goes there. And if the baby that was thrown off the cliff is Sayo, does that mean that Kinzo thought that they were dead, even though they weren't dead? But that doesn't make sense. Because why would... If Sayo did survive that is Sayo, right? It's meant from 19 years ago, it has to be. Knows about Nazis throwing her off the cliff. If Sayo had survived that, surely Kinzo would know. But if Sayo had survived that, no, because the only for Sayo to survive that is for Nanjo to treat the wounds. And surely Nanjo would tell Kinzo about it. Kinzo would treat the wounds of the fall, surely, right? If she was, I mean, obviously she was wounded over the fall. I mean, you throw a baby off a 10-meter cliff fall. It would be crazy for the baby not to die. But let's say the baby didn't die, and that baby is Sayo. Maybe I'm thinking too far-fetched here. Nanjo treated the wounds. Surely, yeah, Kinzo must know. Kinzo must know that that baby's still alive then. Because Nanjo would have treated the wounds, Genji would have been there. They all would have told Kinzo, yo, we treated Sayo, and then Kinzo, out of his guilt of everything that happened to this baby, for the baby's birth to begin with, giving the baby to Nazi, who didn't accept him, and then having the baby being killed because of that. I mean, being thrown off the cliff because of that, which obviously it kind of is the same as being killed. I feel like Kinzo then would have been like, alright, time to make the epitaph, even despite Sayo being alive. So, the difference between the epitaph being written and the epitaph not being written is whether Kinzo sees that Nazi doesn't love the baby versus Nazi actually loves the baby and ends up caring for the baby to the point where the baby grows up to be 19 and still doesn't know that they're not Nazi's child, right? And Kinzo seeing that Nazi actually cared for this baby wouldn't have written the epitaph. Kinzo seeing the other version of Sayo that isn't cared of by Nazi and is thrown off the cliff would then write the epitaph as a way to grieve extra. So, as if Kinzo didn't have enough sins to atone for at that point.
面白い違いだ。
It is an interesting difference.
リオンはずっとロッケン島で暮らしてきたな。
You've lived on Rockinjima all your life, right?
無論です。それが何か。
That's your point?
子供の頃、森には近づくなと脅されてたはずだ。
You were warned not to go near the woods
ええ。
when you were a little kid, okay?
迷子になって危ないから、決して近づくなと昔から。
It would be dangerous if you got lost, okay?
森には魔女が出ると。
Because a witch lives in the forest?
魔女？何の話です？
What witch? Wait, what?
黄金の魔女にして、ロッケン島の夜の支配者、ベアトリーチェ。
Beatrice, the rule of Rockinjima's night. What do you think of that?
ベアトリーチェはおじい様の恩人です。
So, Jessica, Maria, George, etc. They all know Beatrice, the ruler of the mansion at night, and the servants, and Nanjo. They all know the story. But Leon stands out. Leon is the outlier.
それを魔女だか妖怪だかのように扱うのは
Don't you think it's a
少
bit
々失
rude
礼かと思いますが。
to treat like a witch or a ghost? Okay.
魔女のベアトリーチェは知らない。
Don't know about the witch Beatrice. Does she even know about Elder Beato? Nah, because that is Elder Beato. The rule of the Rockinjima at night. That is Elder Beato. Right, of course. Because Elder Beato and Chick Beato are just personalities that Sayo made. So for Leon to not know them makes perfect sense. Because in Leon's world, Leon didn't make those personalities. Leon didn't make a Beatrice personality.
黄金と共に潜水艦でやってきたベアトリーチェと隠し屋敷で育ったその娘の話は知っていますよ。あなたと一緒にさっき知ったではありませんか。それがいつ魔女になったんです？
Where does a witch come in? Okay. Yep, no, that adds up. Okay. Yeah, Will, I think you got your answers now. I think that was it.
なるほど。
Yep.
そうきた。
Yep, that you got your answer now. Did you figure it out, Will?
では、森に入ると何が出ると脅された？
How did this scare you to keep you going with the woods, okay?
森には狼が住んでるから近寄れない。
なるほど、なるほど。It's that wolves they lived in the forest. But these wolves, didn't they just say a while ago that they couldn't say that wolves in the forest because the children learned that there's no way wolves would live on this island, so they went with a witch instead eventually.
魔女でなく狼か。なるほどな。面白い。
Very interesting.
私は面白くありません。何の話です？魔女って何のことですか？
Are you talking about what is the switch?
こっちの話だ。
Don't think about it, you'll get a headache.
最後にもう一つ聞きて。
I have one more question, okay?
どうぞ。
親族会議の食堂で、お前の右には誰が座ってる？
Yep, okay. Dining table question.
私の向かいは妹のジェシカ。
Across from me?
その次の序列はエヴァおばさんの息子になります。
Ah, so it does work by eldest sibling's child. So it does go Jessica, then George. Then it should be Jessica, let's see, Jessica, George. Then it should be Battler, right? And then it should be Angie, and then Maria. But that's not how that works. Why Jessica sits across from me, then Eva's son. For some reason she's calling George Aunt Eva's son. Weird. And then Battler? She sits across from you, which means from the other end, right?
だからジョージ兄さんですけれど、それが何か。
Wait, what? George is the one on my right. What's your point? So you sit, Jessica sits across from you, then George sits to your right, and then to your right is George. Across from you is Jessica. Wait, right? Because you have a higher rank than Jessica. So you, Jessica, George. Why does Angie sit to her right then? That doesn't make sense. George, Battler should sit to Jessica's left. Am I being dumb? Shouldn't Battler be sitting to Jessica's left and then Angie? Angie should be sitting to George's right. What do you mean, what's your point? George Nissan is the one on my right.
なるほどな。紛らわしく入り混じってやがる。だが、面白い。
It is interesting.
私には全然さっぱりですが。
I forgot how the seating orders work, man. I'm all sorts of jumbled up with the seating order, but I hope Will has figured it out. Honestly, seating order is not the clue I'm looking for right now, but it is a clue I wish to understand, but I'm confused by it. Basically, there's inconsistencies. Oh, okay, the chapter's over. Basically, there's inconsistencies between Leon and Leon being there and Leon not being there, and Sayo being there instead. Here's the culprit! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, brace. Who's the culprit?
分かったんですか。ベアトリーチェを誰が殺したのか。
Okay, I'm hyped! Did you figure out who killed Beatrice? Oh my god. Wait, are we gonna have the reveal now? Sayo? Yoshia? Are we gonna have the reveal now? We're gonna have the grand reveal of the culprit? Who killed Beatrice?
ああ、大体な。
More or less, okay? Who killed her?
まさか当主様が殺したなどとおっしゃるつもりはないでしょうね。
No, I don't think so. The head did not kill her.
ベルン・カステルが求めてるのは、金蔵と関わった二人のベアトリーチェじゃない。
He's talking about the third one. She's talking about the third one.
1986年のベアトリーチェを誰が殺したかだ。
Yeah, that's Leon. Okay, we figured that out. I mean, it's blatantly obvious now. But
その今年のベアトリーチェという意味がわかりません。
the fact that you're the only one that doesn't know the app, I mean, you don't know what the Aperave is, you don't know about the Beatrice of the night, the rule of the night. Yeah, you're the one that killed her, but
魔女のベアトリーチェとは何の話なんです？さっきの話といい、碑文とやらの話といい、そろそろ教えてくれませんか？
you'll get a headache.
いいだろう。もったいぶる気もね。
7 weights. No point stringing you along, okay? Oh, this OST.
まずはじめに、
Ew, this OST is going in.
魔女のベアトリーチェとは何のことです？
厳密には人ではない。黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェという名の概念だ。
階段そのものだと。
さらに厳密には階段さえも概念を生み出す一要素に過ぎない。
話がさっぱりです。
階段は本来三人称や二人称で語るべきものだ。それを一人称で語り出したやつがいる。
自分がベアトリーチェだと誰かが自称し始めた。
六軒島の悪霊伝説や子供を森に近づけないための作り話が、金蔵が繰り返すベアトリーチェの嘆きで修飾されて魔女伝説を醸成している。
This OST is going in!
その架空の魔女に憧れて会いたいと懇願したのが後宮マリアだ。それに答えたやつだ。
Dang, this ghost is really grabbing us in the mood here.
さっぱりな話ですが、腰を折らずに相槌を打ちましょう。答えたとはどういう意味です？
What do you mean by granted her wish?
後宮マリアは気の毒な生い立ちにオカルトに執着するように、その彼女に同情したやつがベアトリーチェに扮してマリアと遊んでやったということだ。
Maria tends to recognize people by their behavior instead of their physical appearance. When Rosa becomes violent, Maria calls her the Black Witch, and at these times, Maria views her as a different person, not her mother. So, this means that she tends to think of the same person as different people depending on their behavior. We can use this to see the scene where Maria first met Beatrice in a new light. After being chased out of the mansion by the adults, Maria decided to drink some tea in the rose garden. At that time, someone probably started talking to Maria. And then, when they heard this occult-loving girl talking happily about how she wanted to meet the witch Beatrice, this person acted as though Beatrice was possessing them. On the outside, they didn't look like Beatrice. However, when their manner of speech and behavior changed abruptly, Maria would recognize them as a different person. That's why her appearance was so sudden.
マリアにとっての魔女やオカルトはある種の現実逃避と見ていい。彼女は満たされない現状が魔女の力で打ち破られると信じていたんだ。だから魔女の存在を信じたかった。それを信じれば自分が幸せになれると信じられるから。
確かにマリアちゃんはローザおばさん一人が育ててますし、ローザおばさんも仕事で多忙。確かに少し気の毒なことは思いますが、
心をないがしろにするんじゃねえ。だからマリアは信じるために信じた。ベアトリーチェが見せた手品まがいを心の底から信じたんだ。それは彼女の心を大いに慰めただろう。そしてここに魔女ベアトリーチェが誕生したんだ。
The Elder Beato. This OST, man. The little... It's hitting. Alright, with Will's theorizing, this is hitting.
魔女に会いたいと願うマリアちゃんのために誰かが魔女ごっこに付き合ったと。
そうだ。
This marks the birth of Beto the Elder, yep. All of that about living 1,000 years and being bound to Rokkenjima. That was all the result of mixing the legend of Rokkenjima's evil spirits with the story of a ghost wandering the mansion at night. As Furudo Erika guessed, the two ghost stories fused. Let's go, Erika! You're still being mentioned. You're not completely irrelevant yet in the story. Someone fused the two stories together and acted the part. So, Beatrice held traits from both ghost stories. She was the master of the mansion's night, while also fearing spider webs, and that's why Chick Beato didn't have those same restrictions as Beato the Elder. She didn't have the whole restriction with the doorknob, the scorpion thing. But she still did get hurt by spider webs, right? Or am I wrong about that? There was one thing that they shared pain with. I'm not sure which, but there was something Chick Beato and Elder Beato shared when it comes to pain.
ではつまりベルンカステルの問う ベアトリーチェを殺したのは誰かというの
Or
は
was it the opposite? Was it that spiderwebs worked on her and the scorpion door didn't work on her? I think that was it. I think the spiders worked on her. So the evil spirits of Akuji Kijima worked on her, but the scorpion charm didn't work on her because she was born out of a different reason than the one that was created for Maria, to help comfort Maria. That was Bethel the Elder, and that's why the scorpion charm hurt her, because that was part of the whole shtick with Maria. That's why Maria's saying the scorpion charm will protect you, whatever, right? But Chick Beato was born to fall in love with Batter. That's a different kind of Beato, and that's why that scorpion charm doesn't work. But the spider still work because this whole evil spirit story still work on Chick Beato. Am I getting that right? I could be getting those confused, but that's my current thought.
そのベアトリーチェを演じた心優しい誰かを殺したのは誰かという話なのですか？
似てて少し異なる。演じたんじゃない。異なる二人なんだ。マリアにとって黒い魔女と母は別人物であるように、マリアにとってベアトリーチェとそれを演じた人間も別人物になるんだ。
It's just like Mariage Sorcière. That was where one person would be the creator, and the other person would acknowledge those creations, thereby nurturing the illusion. The Golden Witch Beatrice was also created by one person, and then nurtured when Maria acknowledged her.
つまり演じた役を殺してもそれは演じた心優しい誰かを殺したことにはならないと。
よりしろが失われただけでベアトリーチェが殺されたことにはならない。電話で例えると分かりやすい。俺とお前が電話で話しているとする。その時俺にとって電話は話しかける対象であり、お前そのものだ。しかしもし電話を壊したのだ。
なるほど。電話を殺せば私と話すことはできなくなりますが、しかしそれは私を殺したことにはならない。
マリアは初期のベアトリーチェに自分に憑依してもいいという。それは明白に初期のベアトリーチェが肖像画の姿を模していなかったことを示す。
Maria once offered to let Beatrice possess her early on in their relationship. That clearly shows that Beatrice did not look like the portrait at the time. Why do you say that, Will? Why do you arrive at that conclusion? You know, Maria once offered to let Beatrice possess her. Why would that prove that she didn't look like the one in the portrait? I don't get it. Why couldn't a Beatrice look like the one in the portrait possess Maria? I don't get it. Why does that clearly show that? I don't get this, Will.
演じた魔女役と演じた人物は別人という考え方で演じた魔女役のみを殺す。そんなことができるんですか？
演じた本人にしか殺せない。すなわちベアトリーチェを殺したやつとはベアトリーチェを演じたやつと同義だ。
So Sayo, also known as Leon, it's you. It's you who did it. Only the actor can kill the character. The person who killed Betsy is the person who played the part of Beatrice. It was you, Leon.
マリアちゃんと魔女ごっこをした相手がベルーンカステルに求める犯人だということなんですか？
そうだ。しかしややこしいことにこの礼拝堂は今猫箱の内側の世界だ。その犯人という名の猫は 生きた猫と死んだ猫の2匹がここに同時に存在している。
I mean, I can't believe I got it spot on right away. Back when Vern asked the question, I got it right away that Leon was the culprit. Damn, I'm too good for this visual novel. Nah, I'm really not. I'm joking. That was a joke. I'm really not too good. I'm horrific. But I felt like that was one that was fairly clear to guess or to get to the answer. I feel like to get that Leon was the culprit, right? I mean, at this point, every information is pointing more and more towards Leon being the one. But I feel like even from the very beginning, from the Leon's existence from the beginning, I feel like you could point to Leon being Beatrice's killer. That's the way I don't know. I think to me that part was clear. I don't know how Will sees it clear that Maria's saying that Beatrice possessed her makes it so that the person who acted as Beatrice at the time definitely did look the Beatrice from the portrait. I don't know why Will is saying that clearly is the case, but I do know that this is more clearly the case. See, this is I don't get Will though. Maybe Will's on a different level of mind than I am. Will is on a whole other level. Alright.
本当にややこしい。さっぱりですが、先を促しましょう。つまり犯人は2人いるとおっしゃりたいので。
そうだ。ベアトリーチェを生み殺すことができる人間と、そもそもベアトリーチェなど生ませもしない概念ごと殺すことができる人間、その2人がここにいるってことだ。
ではお尋ねしましょう。ベアトリーチェ殺人事件、その2人の犯人は誰です？
まず最初の1人、死んだ猫。
The death cat. So you Leon?
誰です？
You.
お前だ。
Yeah, okay.
はあ
Don't think about it too much. It'll just get a headache, Leon.
非常に単純な推理だ。
Yeah.
お前の存在する世界にだけ魔女ベアトリーチェが存在しない。
Yeah.
意味がわかりません。
マリアもジェシカも魔女ベアトリーチェとの話を聞かせてくれ
They did indeed.
た。しかし彼女らの親族会議における食堂の席順にはお前が含まれていない。
Let's assume Leon is not... Okay, now I'm really interested about the rankings at the dining table. Let's assume Leon doesn't exist. Then you'd have... The ranking order would be... Jessica? No, wait. Yeah, Jessica first. Then George. Then Battler. No, but you have to start from the very beginning to know where Jessica starts. But let's say Jessica starts there. And then George across. Then Battler. Then Angie. Then Maria, right? Let's say Jessica switched there. Then we'd have Jessica there. Then George. Then Battler. Then Angie. Then Maria. Let's say now, all of a sudden, Leon exists. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get, in any situation, in any possibility, I don't understand how Angie could sit to Jessica's right. To me, that doesn't make sense. Jessica, George, Battler. It shouldn't go Jessica, George, Angie. That doesn't make sense to me.
私が含まれていない。
I don't get the seating table ranking system, but I get the point anyway. Leon causes an inconsistency in the seating table ranking system. I know that much. I don't know how exactly, because I'm confusing myself trying to understand how the ranking system works. But yeah.
マリアはローザと共にロッケン島を訪れた。そして隣の席にはローザがいた。ありえない。お前がいるならばローザの次の序列はリオンになる。そしてジェシカになり、次が マリアになるはず。
If he exists and Rosa comes after you. Wait, why would Rosa come after Leon? And why would be Jessica and Maria? Well, that doesn't make sense! Why would be. Unless you're talking on the same table side? Because then it shouldn't be Jessica and Maria. It should be Jessica, George, Battler, Angie, then Maria. You've skipped so many seats, I feel like. Even if you go across, it should be Jessica, Battler, then Maria. Battler should be between them. Unless I'm getting to order all. This order of sitting makes no sense to me. But hey, okay. I'm sure someone in the comments will call me an idiot and explain it to me, I'm sure. But hey, most important part is that there's an inconsistency. There's an inconsistency whether Leon is part of the family or not, is in the ranking system or not. I feel like if you get that across, that's the most important part, okay? I feel like that's just one of the many clues as to what's really going on, okay? We don't need to know exactly how it works to know, okay, something like that is going on, alright? I feel like it's fine. I would like to know how it works, but I feel like it's fine. I should just go back to my own YouTube channel, go back to episode 1 or whatever, and try to find where they explain how the seating order works. But I know Battler did a whole monologue about it. I remember the whole monologue vividly about how the seating order works. But it's been a year since I played episode 1, so it's been quite a while. I don't exactly remember how it works. But okay, anyway. Reading on. There should be 2 people between Rosa and Maria in rank. There should be 2 people between Rosa and Maria in rank? No, there should be several people. Rosa, I'm thinking, okay, if the rank system works the way I think, there should be Rosa, then, let's forget Leon exists. Jessica, George, Battler, Angie, then Maria. Why should there only be 2 people in rank? You're saying only Jessica and George should be the 2 people? And then after that, Maria? Why does Battler come in last? Get it. In that case, they should be across the table from each other and separated by 1 seat. In other words, in the world where Leon exists, it's impossible for Maria to be sitting next to Rosa. I don't get this, but okay, fine. Whatever. I'm not gonna wrap my head around this too much right now. If I don't understand how the system works anyway, how am I gonna be able to understand what Will is talking about here?
ジェシカの話も同じだ。お前が序列に加わっているなら、金蔵の席を正面に、左列にリオン、右列にジェシカ。
Kinzo, Cross, Eva, Rudolph, Rosa, Leon will be on the left side. Leon should be on the left side, then Jessica on the right side. I agree. And then after that, you should have George, and then Battler, and then Angie. And then I believe you start off with the Battler, then Angie, then Maria. And then you start off with the other family members, Nazi, Hideyoshi, Kirie, unknown man that's supposed to be Rosa's boyfriend, whatever, and Nanjo. Right? But I don't know if the ranking system different between boys and girls. I don't know if it's different between age. But I have a feeling that it's different between members of a human family by blood or not. I have a feeling I remember Battler saying that he was in a higher rank than Nazi because he has blood. I remember there being something like that. I don't feel like I'm an idiot in saying that. I feel like there was something along those lines. But okay. Why would Angie come after George? That makes no sense! Wait, Kinzo? Okay, let's forget everyone else. Kinzo, Leon, Jessica, George, Angie? Why would Angie be sitting after George? Why are you not Battler? I don't. Wait. Let's say Leon doesn't exist, like Will is proposing. Kinzo, Jessica, George, then Angie. Kinzo, Jessica, George, Angie. If you had a Leon in there, yes, Jessica and Angie will be sitting next to each other whether you're there or not. I agree with that. I agree. You know, this is the first statement I've ever agreed with you on regarding the seats, Will.
しかしリオンがいるかいないかでその席が右になるか
Then it depends on
左
whether
に
they're
なるか
sitting.
が異なる
Then what changes is whether they're sitting on the right side of the table or on the left side of the table. Angie on the right side. If Leon exists, Angie will be on the right side. Except here's my counter. Right, because Battler's not in the friggin'. Oh my god. Battler's not in the conference. That's what I was missing. I was going with, oh yeah, Battler exists in this conference, but he doesn't. So Angie Angie's taking over Battler's seat. See that? Now that makes sense. Now let's read that conversation again, knowing this. Mari came to visit Rockin' with Rosa, and Rosa's sitting next to her. That's impossible if he exists and Rosa comes. Then after Rosa comes you, then Jessica, then Maria. No, that doesn't make sense. Because Leon, then Jessica, then George! Why would Maria not come? Why would Maria come after Jessica? Why not George? And then Angie and then Maria. Oh, no, please come. Even if you move Battler out of the picture, that doesn't make sense. Even, this still makes no sense. Well, you freak. I'm so stubborn too. I really don't understand this. I should be trying so hard to understand it. I know this. I know, but I do want to. Rosa, then Leon, then Jessica, then Maria. But if Leon doesn't exist, shift seat, so then it becomes Rosa, then Jessica, then Maria. Which doesn't make sense because George should be there and then Angie should be there. There should be two people between Rosa and Maria in rank. Not one person. No, there should be more than two people between Rosa and Maria in rank. It should be Leon, Jessica, George, Angie. That's 4. If you include Battler, that's 5. I don't get it. Whatever. You know what? Don't think about it too hard. I mean, you'll just get a headache. I am getting a headache. Alright. In the world where Leon exists, Angie's seat is on Jessica's left. Yes! I agree. And if it's not, it would be on Jessica's right. However, if Leon doesn't exist, then Angie's seat on Jessica's right. I agree with you! Okay, why is everything you said up until now nonsense? Makes no sense whatsoever, and now you're actually making sense, Will, for once. Whatever, man.
1986年の魔女ベアトリーチェを語る人間は皆お前のいない世界を語っている。そしてお前の世界では魔女の階段が存在しない。お前にとってベアトリーチェは金蔵の愛人もしくは恩人であって化けて出る亡霊ではない。
当主様はベアトリーチェと深い愛情を育まれたのでしょう。どうして化けて出て階段になるのかさっぱりわかりません。
そういうことだ。お前が存在すると魔女ベアトリーチェが存在しない。お前の存在はベアトリーチェを殺してる。
私がベアトリーチェ殺しの犯人だと。これはおかしな話になったものです。会ったことはおろか、話もよくわからないのに犯人だなんて。
I mean, you're the culprit. You've done nothing wrong, but you are the culprit. I mean, your entire existence is culture. Which is not necessarily your fault, but yeah.
裏を返せばお前が存在しなければベアトリーチェが生まれるということだ。
That's, you know, that's a more better way to look at it, a more positive way to look at it, yeah.
裏を返せば
Positive way. I mean, a way to flip it so that it makes it clear, you know, not as bad on Leon. It doesn't make Leon out to be a bad, you know, bad murderer that kills someone.
私とベアトリーチェがコインの裏表とでもおっしゃるので
Kinda, yeah.
いい例えだ。
Yeah.
その通り。お前というコインの裏側がベアトリーチェなんだ。
Yeah.
何のことやらさっぱりです。
俺もお前の存在がさっぱりだった。だが、いろいろと話を聞いていくうちに、お前の存在について
Go on, Will.
一つの仮説が立った。
I want to see how well it matches with my theory. Go on, Will.
それはお前が19歳だと言ってんだ。
19 years old. Okay. The man from 19 years ago. That's. I agree with that.
あなたに年齢を明かした覚えはなかったのですが、ご名答です。
You can reason it out. You can reason it out. You can reason. I know. You said you were gonna turn 20. You can reason it out.
どうして
ジェシカはお前のことを入学した時にはもう副会長、その翌年には生徒会長になったと言った。
I did not use that information whatsoever. That's some bullcrap, bro. I don't know how the Japanese school system works, so I'm gonna know that.
これはお前の年齢がジェシカより一つ上であることを示す。
Jessica is 18 years old, so Leon must be 19.
なるほど。それで私が19歳だと何の仮説が立つと言うんです？
You see, Leon, that number, that 19 number, is a very important number.
お前が後ろ宮夏日の子ではないという仮説だ。
Ding, ding, ding. Okay, okay. So far, so good. So far, this matches with my theory. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
失敬な。何の気まぐれかは存じませんが、私だけでなく母も侮辱する発言には撤回を求めねばなりません。
なぜ次期当主はクラウスではなくお前なのか。
See, I also sus about that. I was sus about that. I agree.
私が成人するから受け継がれるのです。
Why not Cross?
私にも子が生まれたら成人した時にそれを譲るべきでしょう。
But why was it never passed down to Cross? Why didn't it pass down to Cross when he turned 20?
ならなぜ金蔵
Yeah!
はクラウスに成人した際に当主を譲らなかった。
Well, we're thinking the same way!
当主様の話を聞かれたでしょう。
What did he say?
当主様は後ろ宮家の老快な親族たちに振り回され辛い思いをされました。
Okay.
だからこれからの当主は若者が受け継ぐべきだと思い、
But Cross would have been very young at the time. What's wrong with that? Cross would have been 20 when? Friggin' 1960 or whatever. 1960. Could have just given Cross next headship. Right? What's wrong with that?
お前のいない世界では次期当主を証明する銀の指輪さえ存在。お前が指にしているその銀の指輪は金蔵がお前に当主を継承したいという他の世界にはない強い意志の証明だ。
確かにその点は否定できません。
Why does it not manifest in the other world? I guess after the baby, you know, fell off the cliff, Kinzo just gave up on forcing Sarah to become the next head.
当主様は私を特に可愛がられておいでで、
Yeah.
私が幼い頃から成人したらすぐに当主を継承させる、その日に備え学業を怠るなと厳しく言われてきました。しかしお父様にその資質がないとは思いません。なぜお父様を早々に飛び越して私が次期当主なのか
What do you think, Leon?
不思議に思ったことはありますが、ずっとそうだったのでその疑問を口に出したことはありませんでした。
なぜ金蔵はクラウスよりお前に強く当主を引き継がせたかったかわかるか？
わかるわけもありません。また心をないがしろにするんじゃないとおっしゃるので、当主様のお心から何が推理できるとおっしゃるんですか？
お前がベアトリーチェと金蔵の子供だからだ。
The second, right? Please say the second. If so, then I got another theory. Bang on. Go on then.
お見事。
Please tell me I got that bang on. Come on now. There was a crisp applause and a mocking laugh.
ベルンカステルか。
案外早かったわ。もう少し思考を遊ばせてくれると思って。
We're better than you, Burn! Bernkastel appeared sitting on the altar, almost as though it had become her own personal chair.
いつリオンがベアトリーチェの血を引くと。
Pretty early on, actually. I think part 1. Episode 7. I think second part, maybe. I think this very episode, the second video I recorded this very episode, is when I realized... No, wait, no, never mind. That's not when I realized, never mind. That's not when I realized that... Okay, my fault, that's wrong, Amin. I realized that, like 4 or 5 parts ago, I think. 5 parts ago, something like that. I realized that when Kumasawa was describing Kinzo, and Kumasawa was describing Kinzo and his love for Beato, that's when I realized, oh damn, okay, that's messed up. But I realized that Leon didn't share Beatrice's blood, but that Leon was supposedly Beato the Third. I realized that since all the way back when Leon was more or less first introduced. I reasoned that much out, but Leon being related to Beatrice the Second, that's something that was very shocking. Yeah, I realized that a couple of parts ago, but I mean at this point it's confirming it to me that I'm right. But I mean, it's one of those things where I don't know. I don't think I could have figured it out any earlier than that. I don't think I personally would have been able to figure it out any earlier than that. Than when I did do it. I mean, obviously, evidently so, because that's when I did figure it out. But I don't know. I've said this before, but just from the information we got in episode 3, I don't think I could reason out. My first thought wouldn't be, oh yeah, incest, of course. Beatrice the Third is just the culprit who, that came from Kinzo having incest with his daughter. That was not the first thing that came to my mind. And it wasn't the first thing, it wasn't what came to my mind until after a while, to be fair. I mean, I needed a lot of hints before I mean, it wasn't until Kumasawa went with it and was like, hey yo, this cursed love. Kinzo began to see his daughter as his wife, and that's when I realized, as his mistress, and that's when I realized, okay, that might be what's going on here. And then all I did at the very end of that was just connect that realization to every other realization I had about Leon. Connect those stories together and make everything make sense, right? So yes, I didn't need the whole thing about the setting order. I still understand how the setting order works, I'll be honest, but I didn't need that. And the whole thing about 19 years old, that almost tricked me, I'm not gonna lie, but I figured there must have been some inconsistency about Shadow Conan being 16 years old, because 19 is an age that has been brought up multiple times in the visual novel. The biggest confirmation is last episode, when it was confirmed that the territory lord of the game or whatever, the game board, was 19 years old. That's like, okay, so Beato's 19 years old, cool. Does that mean Shadow Kano 19 years old? Okay, cool. Then we had the voice of the man from 19 years ago from all the way back in episode 5. Nazis throwing the baby off 19 years ago. And to finish it all off, Rosa's story, Beatrice, the second 19 years ago. If you connect all those dots, you do get to this answer. But, yeah.
19歳という年齢に気づいた時だ。
There you go.
第5のゲームの時に登場したヒント。19年前の赤ん坊と数字が合致する。
That's the thing. I realized Leon was 19, and I realized that Leon was the baby from 19 years ago. I didn't realize that that necessarily meant that she was related to Beato II by blood. I did not make a connection of incest until a couple parts ago. You know what I mean? I did not.
その赤ん坊は崖から落ちたのでは。
夏日に受け入れられ崖から落ちなかった19
Okay, I'm right. Okay.
赤ん坊が
Okay. Okay. So far we agree, Will.
裏を返せば夏日に拒絶されればリオンが存在しない。
And in Leon's stead, we get Sayo, Yoshia, and Beatrice.
私が母さんの子じゃない。
No, that's a tragic way for you to find out, but yeah, no.
バカな。そう言いつつも心当たりはあるみたいね。そうよ。後ろ宮リオンは夏日の子じゃないわ。19年前に金蔵がどこかより連れてきた赤ん坊の成長した姿よ。
From somewhere? Now, Bern. Don't keep it hidden. We know exactly where Kinzo got it from. We know exactly what that man did to get that baby.
どこかじゃ
Yeah, Will, yeah, don't keep it hidden.
明白にベアトリーチェの血を引いている。その証拠があまたの世界でリオンにしか与えられない銀の指輪だ。この指輪があるとどうして私がベアトリーチェの血を引くと。
You are a cursed child, Leon. Really, you shouldn't exist. In the most messed up way possible.
あまたの世界でお前にしか与えられない。そう、すべての世界の中で金蔵にとってお前はベアトリーチェの次に最も重要な人間であることを示している。そしてそれは実の息子のクラウスや孫のジェシカをはるかに超えている。そしてさらにお前の年齢である19、すなわち19年前に何があったかを遡れば導き出される一つの推理がある。
Let's see what happened in school. We are led to one theory. Yeah. What happened 19 years ago, Will?
19年前、私が生まれた時に何があったというんですか。あなたも聞いたはずよ。それも今日ウィルと一緒にね。まさかローザおばさんの話だというのですか。
そう、第3のゲームでローザの話が出て第5のゲームでの赤ん坊の年齢が時間軸で一致した時一つの推理が生まれた。あの金蔵がどこからともなく赤ん坊を連れてきて自分の血族に加えろというのはその赤ん坊が特別な存在であることの証拠だ。
Yep. Okay.
私はクワドリアのベアトリーチェの子供。
Okay, cool. I'm glad they're confirming that it's Kyodorian Beato's child. I mean, cool. I mean, because from before they were just saying Beatrice. They weren't specifying that it's Kyodorian Beato. Not that I thought for a second it was going to be that they were talking about the Beato the first child, but still.
クワドリアンのベアトリーチェは潜水艦で来たベアトリーチェの娘だ。しかし金蔵は娘と思わなかった。生き写しの生まれ変わりと信じた。その生まれ変わりがかつての年齢にまで成長し、まさに生き写しとなった時、金蔵は過ちを犯したんだ。
A horrific mistake. I mean, one of the absolute worst mistakes that a parent, quote unquote, at that point. I mean, at this point, would you be a parent if you do a mistake like that towards your own child? I mean, that is bad. We should say as the first, yeah. It is the worst thing a parent can do to their child. I mean, I can't think of much worse. I mean, if I can think of worse, then I would think of that, plus add on extra stuff, you know what I mean? Add on abuse, let's say, for example. That's the only way I can think of something worse, you know what I mean? That's like, that's gotta be one of the worst things you can do to your own child. That's fine, honestly, that's I respect it if you don't want to hear it. I respect it.
そういうこと。金蔵はベアトリーチェにベアトリーチェを産ませ、さらにそのベアトリーチェにあんたを産ませたの。
Hi man, don't gotta say it like that.
あんたは金蔵の子であると同時にベアトリーチェの孫ということね。
Yeah. Yeah.
これが金蔵の心から考える金蔵がお前を誰よりも特別に扱う理由の必然の推理。
And why he atoned for that mistake for the rest of his life.
金蔵は過ちを悔い、お前を今度こそ子孫として後ろ宮家に正しい形で迎え入れようとしたのだ。
夏日はほとんどの場合プライドをひどく傷つけられリオンの育児を拒否するわ。その結果あんたは必然として崖から落ちて消える。結婚後ようやく授かった子供が私で、年子で生まれたのがジェシカだと聞かされてきました。
もしお前が今日まで自分が夏日の子であることに疑問を感じたことがないのなら、お前はこの世界の母に感謝すべき。お前にそれを悟らせずに今日までジェシカと平等に愛情を注いだ。
感謝の必要はないわ。だってあんたというかけらを見つけるのに気が遠くなるほどの苦労をしたもの。夏日は数学的確率で見て257万8917分の257万8916の確率であんたの育児を拒否するわ。
Even if that's true, you don't have to say it out loud. The poor girl, bro. They did not have to say it out loud. You really did not. Alright. That's like a... I swear this is like... That's like a 0.000000006 zeros, right? Surely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, at least 6 zeros before you get a 1% chance of Leon existing.
あんたが感謝すべきは奇跡を紡いだ私であって夏日ではないわね、多分。
Okay. Alright, Burn. Taboo.
くだらねえ確率遊びはやめろ。
Burn is a menace.
あら、ごめんなさい。
お前が誰の血を引こうと育ててくれた家族への恩が変わるわけじゃない。それは分かってます。ですが少し心を落ち着ける時間が欲しいです。
That's honestly, that's very fair.
私の心をないがしろにしないでくれるなら。
Now you're actually a lot of time to think. I mean, this is an insane way to find out the truth.
そうだな。
Leon took a deep breath and looked upwards. Anyone would be shocked to find that their parents weren't who they believed them to be. No, I mean, that's one crazy part, of course. The even crazier part is the whole Kinzo stuff. I feel like that will break my heart if I found out that was the case. But all the same, Leon, you're ought to feel grateful. Grateful to the family who raised you and met your every need.
面白いもんだ。 黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェの何百万分の1かの確率でこんな平凡な人生を送れる可能性があったなんてな。
Alright, we're gonna end things off there. I know it might seem like a weird ending spot, but we're gonna give Leon her time to rest as well, and we're gonna continue things off next time. But I hope you guys enjoyed this part of Umineko when they cry at least as much as I enjoyed reading it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time for more theory confirmation, hopefully, in this visual novel. Hopefully they keep confirming my theories to be correct. So far so good. This is a pretty happy part. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Alright, y'all.